Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with ElectraSoul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual bitch putting everybody on. What I intend to do is to teach people that God and Jesus and the universe coexist as one. Now today in this video, guys, I'm gonna be talking about a concept within the law of assumption called everyone is you pushed out. Yup, I have been meaning to make a video about this for quite a while, and honestly, I think I'm going to end up making like multiple videos about this specifically because there's a lot of shit to talk about within knowing about everyone is you pushed out, which is basically when you assume how somebody's going to be, thus them acting or behaving the way that you assume that they will be. Okay, so if you assume that someone's going to be a biatch to you, they're probably going to be a biatch because you assume that they would be that way. The same thing goes for assuming the best out of your SP. If you assume that they're going to be the biggest sweetheart in the world to you, then they're going to be the biggest sweetheart in the world to you because you said so. Literally just like that. And that's why everyone is you pushed out is so helpful, because honestly guys, knowing that the way that you assume how somebody's going to be is going to affect how they are with you should be something that you should be taking advantage of, which is something that I do for myself. Shit, like y'all know I'm on here teaching y'all every week, twice a week for a reason. And so with that being said, y'all should definitely be listening, because I'm here to tell you how easy it is to affirm for someone to be a certain way and for them to turn out that way because you said so. So with that being said, let's get started with the video right now because I want to get to talking about EIWPO. Alright, perfect. Now that we're in, everyone is you pushed out is as simple as looking at somebody and assuming the best out of their character and then getting that version of themselves. Y'all know how there are some people out there that everyone's like, they're such a bitch, they're so rude to me, and then you're just that one person that they get along with so well and you're like, they're really nice, what are you talking about? Yeah, that goes to show that your assumption of them being hella nice to you and whatever the hell else creates how they are to you in your reality. So in your reality, because you assume that they're very nice to you and all that stuff, then they're going to be very nice to you because you're seeing them in that way. That's the best part about it. It's entirely up to the way that you perceive these things. Now the whole thing about this is that you have to learn how to take advantage of it. So that means that if you're affirming for an SP, assume the best out of their character. You know how a lot of people complain about their SPs, about how they won't do anything for them, how they're so rude, how they behave the same, how they're just moving backwards, you know, all that stuff that like honestly we don't want to deal with. Y'all have got to stop implementing that onto your SP. Like saying these things is not helping your case out. If you're assuming that they're childish, that they're rude, that they're an asshole pretty much, they're only going to continue to be all of those things that you're stating that they are to you because you are stating that they are that way and you're seeing them in that light. Now the second that you decide to take a step back and you're like, nah, you're pretty cool, you're really nice, you're really funny, you're really understanding, you love me, you get me, all that stuff, they're going to end up being that way. This is another reason why people tend to choose their soulmates. Like I definitely do believe in like destiny in that way. Like I allow for that to happen in my life, to have spirit interact and angels and all that stuff in my life, but that is entirely a choice that I make for myself. So if I sit here and I say to myself, I want to find my soulmate, I want my soulmate should be in my life, spirit is going to conjure up that soulmate for me because I'm not consciously manifesting the fact that I'm making somebody that I really like into my soulmate. Now for other people within the law of assumption, if you see someone that you really like, you can easily make them your soulmate by saying they're my soulmate, they're my soulmate, they're my perfect person, they understand me, they get me, all that stuff. You're shaping them in the way that you want them to be, and so they are going to be that way with you because you said so. I have definitely seen people choose who their soulmates are. Like people deadass are like, I like you, you're gonna be my soulmate. Okay, perfect. Now they're your soulmate because you affirmed for it, you said that they are, you see them in a certain light, thus them becoming that way for you. Just like that, super simple. You know, the same thing applies for that teacher who's a total bitch in your class. You can say that she's a bitch, she's so rude, she's this, she's that, whatever, she can't teach. Okay, she's only gonna continue to be that way, but if you assume that she's actually really nice and she's really good at teaching and all that stuff, and you stay within that mindset of seeing them in that way, despite them still being a bitch from time to time, they're going to eventually become very, very nice to you because you said so. They're going to end up teaching you very well, and they're going to be very different in a good way for you because that's what you're affirming for. Now that's why it's also very important that when you're affirming for someone to be a certain way that you want them to be, that you're sticking to it. You cannot give up on somebody just because they seem like they're not having any movement, they're still rude, they're still this, they're still that, whatever. If you really want somebody to change the way that you want them to by your own assumptions, you have to stick to it no matter what they're giving you. You have to understand that the same thing goes for anything else in your life. Whatever you're affirming for, whether it's that you receive money, that you get this, that you have that, manifesting for people to change is as easy as just seeing it differently within your mind and sticking to that change so that you can see it actually occur within your physical reality. Understand that within the 4D, because you're affirming for this person to already be the angel person that you want them to be, that they're such a sweetheart, they're so nice to you, they give you whatever you want, all that stuff, that they're already that version of themselves within the 4D. So because they're here already in the 4D as this perfect version for you, you just have to keep affirming and persisting within the notion that they are this person no matter what you see in front of you physically speaking, and then that version of them is going to slide into the 3D. That's what she said, but it really will, and you're going to see the change within that person. They're going to become such a sweetheart to you, they're going to be so nice, they're going to be so understanding, they're just going to love you upside down, left and right because you said so, and that's it. Best part about it, you are free as a bird. You can do whatever you want with this. There are no limitations, there's no way that you can lose unless you allow yourself to lose, so you can't can't allow yourself to lose. You can't sit here and overthink all the ways as to how they're actually not being that way. Oh, but they're still rude to me. Oh, but they're still... No, don't want to hear it, don't care. Because as long as you're doing that to yourself, you can definitely expect to see that they're going to remain that way. I have seen stories of people who affirm that their parents buy them whatever they want. People who are super cheap, didn't want to buy their kids anything. Guess what? Now that person has a laptop, has a phone, has a this, has a that, because they affirmed that their parents would be that way, and their parents became that way because they assumed that they would be. Everyone is you pushed out. You assume that they will be that way, and so they will become that way because you said so. It is as simple as realizing that for yourself and just sticking to it no matter what you see in front of you. You are not a sucker in your own life. You're not meant to be a sucker. And what not being a sucker in your own life means is that you're not going to deal with anything less than what you want from these people, because why the fuck wouldn't you get what you want from these people? Tell me right now, like dead ass. Tell me right now why. Tell me right now why. There's no reason as to why you shouldn't be getting what you want. It doesn't matter what it is. That's why I always say that you're the main character, because you are literally above any person in this life. I'm sorry. Not in a narcissistic way where you're putting people down, but I'm telling y'all right now that if you are somebody on this earth, you're born into this reality, you're born into the being that you are right now. You are somebody who's extremely powerful. You're somebody who's above it all. You're someone who's past all the bullshit. So that means that you're above everyone and anything in your life. That means that you have the complete and total control over anything in your life. So nothing in this world can take you down unless you allow it to. See everything in your life as a secondary character. You are the main character. Everything around you is a secondary character. The person that you're affirming to be different is a secondary character. Their traits, secondary character. The way that they are in your world, secondary character. You're still always number one. You will always be on top. You will always be past that. But you have to remember this for yourself. You actually truly have to remember this for yourself. Because upon manifesting for people in your life to be different, you know, having different personality traits, being kinder, giving you whatever you want, all that stuff, you have to remember that they do not have more power than you do. You know, a lot of times people will be affirming for someone to be different, but they'll still see that person as someone who's above them. So they say to themselves, how am I going to get this person to change? How am I actually going to affirm that they're different? How am I going to get the results that I want? I understand, I completely get it, you know, whatever, but I fucking don't, because no, it doesn't make sense to me. What are y'all talking about? What do y'all mean that you don't know how? It doesn't matter how. It does not matter, because if you're the main character, then you're the one who's above it. You're the one who's past it. You're the one who's on top of your world, bruh. How can anyone be better than you? How can anyone overrule you, what you're saying? No. If you want them to be a sweetheart, they're going to be a sweetheart because you said that they would be. That's it. Because you said that they would be, and that's it. There's no way that you can lose here. There's literally no way that you can lose unless you give space to lose, so don't give space to lose. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Allowing for yourself to lose would be surrendering to it. Just being like, you know what? They're not going to change. I'm just going to have to deal with it for the rest of my life. Like, what? Why should you have to deal with it for the rest of your life if you don't want to? If you don't want to, why should you have to do anything that you don't want to do? If you don't want to do it, then you're not meant to do it. Simply said just like that. Simply said just like that. If you don't want to do it, you're not meant to do it. If you don't want to deal with it, you're not meant to deal with it. If you don't want that person to be that way, they're not meant to be that way. Allow them to be the person that you want them to be in the best way. They're so good to me. They love me so much. They give me whatever I want. They're there for me all the time. They take care of me. They love me wholeheartedly because I said that they do. Period. Okay? Do y'all see what I'm saying? If you're manifesting that your boyfriend's meeting with your parents goes extremely well, that your parents love your boyfriend even though you're kind of pretty sure that they're going to hate your boyfriend, nope, you're 110% sure that they're going to love him because you said so. Nope, you're 110% sure that they're going to end up loving your boyfriend because why the fuck wouldn't they? If you're sitting there affirming that your parents love your SP, your boyfriend, whatever, because they're such a sweetheart, because they love the way that he is, because they love his jokes, all that stuff, then why wouldn't they love him? I don't care if they're the most strict, uptight parents in the world. If you say that they will love your SP because you love him and because you know that you're manifesting the best version of himself to exist during that meeting, then he will be that version of himself because you said so, and that's it. Because he will be that version of himself for you because you said so, and that's it. Best part about it, because you said so, and that's it. You're the one who calls the shots. You're the one who makes it happen. You're the one who makes it fucking happen, bruh. You're the one who makes it happen. How can you lose? How can you lose? There's no way that you can lose. Look around you. Look around this world and know for yourself that anything that you say and assume about the world or the people or whatever is going to be what it is. This means that when you see the biggest biatch in your grade being the biggest biatch that day, you're gonna say, that girl is such a sweetheart to me. She loves me so much. She admires me so much. Oh my god. And then guess what? The next day she's like, I really like your hair, Becky. Oh, you do? Bet. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because I said that you would. Of course you would, because you're such a sweetheart to me, because I affirmed, I assumed that you would be that way, and you became that way. Actually, you always were that way, because I said that you always were that way with me, because I said so, and that's it. It's entirely up to me what I want it to be. That's it. It's entirely up to you and what you want it to be. If you want someone to act a certain way, they're gonna be that way because you said so. If you want someone to give you the job, they're gonna give you the job because they love the way that you were during the interview. Like, why wouldn't they? Because you affirmed that they would love you. You affirmed it, that they would love you. And why wouldn't they love you? They love you. They're obsessed with you. They need you. They need you there because you assume that they would need you there, because everyone is you pushed out. So if you see yourself as number one in this world, everyone around you and their mama will see you as number one because you said that you're number one. If you see yourself as the main character in this reality, everyone in this world will see you as the main character, will feel a type of way when they see you. They'll gasp, hold their breath, and be like, she's here. Type beat, bruh. You're in the bag. You're in the bag. You're set. You're done. You're set in stone for yourself because you said so, and that's it. Best part about it, you are free as a bird. You are free as a bird. You can do anything that you want to do. If you want to manifest that the president loves you, the president's gonna love you because you said that they would, and that's it. Is there any reason as to why you should be wondering why people are rude to you? Absolutely not. Being the main character means that everyone and their mom is very, very kind to you, and so they will be because you said so. You're not going to allow for anyone or anything to treat you wrong. You're not going to allow for it. You're not going to stand for it. You're not going to deal with it. You're not going to do anything other than what it is that you want to do. So if you see somebody and you want them to be a certain way, they're going to be that way for you because you assumed and affirmed in that way that they would be for you because you said so, and that's it. Look around you and realize that this world is your oyster. You are free to do anything that you want to do. You're free to have anything that you want to have. You're free to manifest anything that you want to have, whatever it is. But it's all for you because you said so. It's all for you because you said so. It is as simple as knowing that for yourself in your heart, that being the main character is all about having this complete and total control over your entire life, over the people in your life, over knowing that you are the main character. You know what I'm saying? Just like back in the day when I was very unconfident, y'all know that I would assume the worst in people. Honestly, I used to assume that everyone would treat me like shit, that things would always go wrong, that people were always going to be mean to me, and honestly, it would happen. Like, really, it would happen. People would be rude to me. People would look at me a type of way. People this, people that. But if I assumed that they were really nice to me, that they were going to be kind, all that stuff, they were that way with me because I assumed that they would be. It was unbelievable the way that I would have people change for me because I assumed that they would be that way for me. It is literally insane to see. I'm telling y'all right now, even though it's really not insane because this is your life, you have the complete and total control, duh. But y'all know what I mean. Like, it really is just like, holy shit, the difference that you see within 24 hours, not even like the second that you say that someone's different, they're gonna be different for you because you said that they are, and that's it. It is extremely liberating to see. It is extremely freeing to see. It's just knowing in your heart that, bruh, like, I can have anyone that I want behave any kind of way for me because I said so. I can have anyone be the way that I want them to be because I said so. I can have anyone treat me the way that I want them to treat me because I said so. Nothing in this world can hold you back unless you allow it to. So if you're gonna sit here and allow yourself to be a victim to people who treat you like shit and continue to feed that, being like, they treat me so bad, they're so mean to me, they're so this, they're so that, they're only going to continue to be that way with you because that's what you're saying that they are. Because you're continuously feeding that, affirming with it, persisting in it, like all the stuff that you don't want for yourself. You can't sit here and allow yourself to be victim to any of these things, because if you are, then it's only going to continue to treat you that way. And I know that you don't want that for yourself. I know that you don't. You're above it. You're stronger than that. You're more than that, and you know that you are. And so there's no reason as to why you should be dealing with anything other than the best from these people, because these people love you. These people admire you. You know that you see the world as the most amazing, optimistic, positive thing in the world. So people cannot treat you wrong. They can only treat you right. They can only treat you in the way that you want to be treated. As a queen, as the master, as the one who's in control of your reality. There's no way that you can lose. There's no way that you can run out of respect. People will love you endlessly. People love you endlessly because you said that they do. Because you said that they always will, because you said so. You have that heart inside of you. You have that power inside of you. You know that it's there. You know that it's meant for you. You know that it's all here for you because you said so. So how can you lose? There's no way that you can lose. Do not allow yourself to be victim to these people, bro. Do not allow yourself to be victim to these people, because it is as easy as seeing who they are, saying, I want you to be this way, affirming with that thing, persisting with that thing, seeing how they become that person, and boom, they already are right now because you said so, and that's it. So affirm that your parents are the best. Affirm that your SP is a huge sweetheart. Affirm that your teachers treat you amazingly. Affirm that your people love you. Affirm whatever it is that you want to affirm out of these people, but just know that they will always be the way that you want them to be, because you're the main character, because you're the one who's in control, and because you're the one who calls the shots. And somebody who calls the shots and is the main character and is the one who's in control is always going to get what they want from these people, because these people love and respect you the way that you love and respect you as a queen, as a king, as the main character. Whatever it is that you see yourself as, just know that it is only the best, and so you should get nothing but the best from these people, and so you will only receive nothing but the best. Believe me when I say that, guys. Believe me when I say that, because it is the fucking truth, because you said so. You never were anyway, but you're not going to allow yourself to look stupid. Hell no, hell no. It's not even an option in your reality. People love you because you said so. People admire you because you said so. You're the one who's in control because you said so, and that's it. Boom, clap, period. It is done, set in stone, because you said so. Everyone is you pushed out. Take advantage of that, baby girl. You got this in the bag because you said so, and that's it, period. Alright, y'all, that's basically it for my video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I intended this video to the best of its ability, and I know that it did, because guys, listen up. We're not going to allow for anyone in our reality to treat us like shit. We're not going to do it. We are not going to do it. I don't care who it is. Oh my god, when I be hearing people saying, this girl at my job treats me so bad, she's so rude to me, she's so this, she's so that. Okay, I get it. I know what it is. I've been there. But they're only going to continue to be mega bitchy with you because you're saying and you're seeing them in that light. Now, there were plenty of times that I've interacted with people that were hella negative that I really didn't like, but I knew that they were only going to be that way if I saw them that way. So what I would have to do was I would just sit back and be like, I'm not going to allow for these people to treat me like this. I'm not going to deal with it. So these people treat me really good. They love me. They treasure me. They do the most for me, all that stuff. And guess what? They ended up becoming that way because I affirmed and persisted within that notion that they were different for me and that they loved me and treated me the way that I wanted to be treated. And so they became that way for me because I said so, and that's it. It was as simple as knowing this for myself. There was no way that I could lose here unless I allowed myself to take a step back and be like, they're so rude to me. They're so this, they're so that. Okay, well then, baby girl, you just decided it for yourself that you're going to allow for these people to treat you badly, because honestly, it is as easy as a mind switch. As soon as you see these people differently in your mind, they're going to be different in the physical reality, period. Just like that, because you said so. I don't care if you've been affirming for 2 weeks and these people are still not different. Don't care what it is. They are going to be different for you because you said so. They are different right now because you said so, but it is entirely up to you to manifest and affirm with. You feel me? You can't sit here and say, they're so nice for 2 days and then expect to see a huge change because you're not properly affirming it, bro. Like, you're overthinking it. You're still assuming that they're a bitch. You're still assuming the worst in them. You're still thinking that they're gonna be mean to you and all this stuff, when in reality, that's not what's meant for you. You're not meant to be dealing with people who treat you like less than best. You are better than anyone or anything in this world. So how can anyone in this world treat you bad? How can anyone in this world treat you bad? Everyone in this world loves you. Everyone in this world admires you. Everyone knows that you're that bitch of your reality. So if you're that bitch, how can you lose? How can you lose? You cannot lose. So then don't give yourself a reason or a way to lose. Don't let these people treat you like any way that they want to treat you, bro. You decide how they're going to treat you. You decide how they're going to be as people with you. You decide everything for these people because you're the one who's in control of your reality. Being the one who's in control is all about knowing that you can have anything that you want to have in this world, and I mean like anything, bruh. And that especially does not put these people above you. That's why I always say it's very important that you're seeing these people as secondary characters permanently, because they absolutely are. They're not above you. They're not better than you. They are literally down here and you're up here because you said so, and that's it. Whenever you're affirming for someone to be differently in your reality, to behave as everyone is you pushed out, I want y'all to remember that it is entirely up to your persistency with this, okay? You want to see actual changes, affirm and persist within the notion that they're different. Do not give up on yourself even if they don't seem like they're changing, even if it seems like they're moving backwards. Oh my god, he's acting the same again. Don't care what it is. Keep affirming and persisting in the notion that they are exactly the way that you want them to be, because they will be for you because you said so. It is entirely up to you to have. If you're gonna sit there and complain and complain and complain, how can you expect for things to change? You can't. You need to be the one who's powerful enough to call the shots, to be like, I'm not gonna stand for this, so I'm not going to, and that's it, because you're not. You're not meant to. So then don't allow yourself to sit there and be a sucker, bruh. You're not a sucker. Nobody's going to treat you like less than best, bruh, because you are the best. Nobody's gonna treat you like less than royalty because you are royalty. No one's gonna treat you like less than a queen or a king because you are a queen or a king, bro, but you are above it all. Like, you are on top of your game. Know it for yourself in your heart and your soul that no matter what it is, if you want someone to behave a certain way, they are going to behave a certain way for you because you said so, and that's it. It is entirely up to you, though. Remember, like I've said like 8 million times in this video, it is entirely up to you. Do not sit here and allow yourself to be victim, bruh. Do not sit here and allow yourself to be victim to the way that these people are treating you, because you are above it all. I will not sit here and allow for people to treat me badly. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I'm the one who's in control. I'm the one who maneuvers this shit, because I do. Because I do. If I want people to be a certain way with me, they're gonna be a certain way with me because I assumed and affirmed within the notion that they are that way with me. It is entirely entirely up to how I assume these people are going to be. Affirm that these people are sweethearts. They will be sweethearts to you. You want more followers on social media? Affirm that these people love you. They will love you. Assume that these people always give you compliments. They'll always give you compliments. Like, how can you lose? Do y'all see what I'm saying here? It is as simple as that mind change. Just seeing the world as your oyster, quite literally. Just knowing that you're the one who's on top of it, in charge of it, the one who makes it all happen for yourself, and that there's no way that you can lose. Because the second that you feel like, okay, there's a way that I can lose, that people have their own personalities, they're this or that, all that stuff, understand that they're going to be free within their personalities. They're going to be however it is that they're going to be, but you don't want them to be that way though, so then don't allow them to be that way with you. You want them to be better than how they're showing you they are right now, right? Okay, so then affirm and persist within the notion that they are better, the best, the most amazing version of themselves that you want them to be, and they will be because you said so. Don't assume the worst in people. Promise you guys, it's not going to help you. Doesn't matter what you see in these people anyway, because whatever it is that you affirm for these people is what they're going to be. Assume that they're the best, and I promise you that you will get the best out of them. But besides that, it's not even about wanting for them to change and shit. Just know that they already changed right now because you said so, because you're the main character. And everyone in this world treats the main character like royalty, because why wouldn't they? Why would they not treat the main character like the most amazing thing in this world? Being a main character means that you have got it all in the bag because you said so. You're here right now because you said so. You're making it all happen for yourself right now because you said so. And so these people will always love you. They'll always look up to you. They'll always want the best from you. They'll always behave their best with you, but they'll always be the best for you because you're assuming that they will be that way. And so it is as simple as that. See it for yourself in this way. It is all meant for you right now because you said so. Assume it to be the best, and I promise you guys, you will always get the best out of these people because that is what is meant for you. Only the best, top-notch quality, being treated like royalty. Assume the best, guys, and you will always get the best because you said so, and that's it. Alright, y'all, I will see y'all this Monday for another video. Thank y'all so much again for watching. I don't think I said it earlier, but I really appreciate it, and so God bless all of y'all. Please take care, everybody, and stop assuming that your new teacher is gonna be a bitch. Stop assuming that your boss is gonna be so annoying. Doesn't matter. Stop assuming the worst in these people so that they can be the best for you. Assume that they are the best, and so they will be for you always because you said so. There's no point in wasting your time seeing the worst in these people if you want them to behave differently. There are people out there that are worth affirming to be better for you. Do not affirm for these abusive ass motherfuckers to be different because it's not even worth it, honestly. But affirm for that little bitchy boss to be nicer to you. Affirm for that little bitchy teacher to be nicer to you, you know, things like that. And get it right now because you said so, because everyone is you pushed out, and you pushed out is the best version of yourself, and that's it. Bye. Wow, you are not going to sit here and stress yourself out about how someone's going to act towards you on Monday. You're not going to sit here and wonder about, whoa, why are they being like this with me? No, they're being like nothing. They're being like the best with you because you assumed that they would be. Knowing that everyone is you pushed out means that everyone in this world is going to treat you like a goddess or a god or whatever it is that you want to be referred to as, because you are the best, because you're number one, because you're top-notch quality, because nothing in this world exceeds you, exceeds your power, exceeds anything about your being, because you're just the best. You're simply the best because you said so. There's no way or reason as to why you should be experiencing the worst from these people. The fuck? No. You're gonna get the best because you said so. You're having the best right now because you said so. And so you're having it right now because you said so. You're not dealing with anything less than best, and so you better not be, okay? Because you said so. Everyone is you pushed out in the best way for you because you said so, and that's it. That's it, guys. That's literally it.